Breaking news from Riverside County. Yesterday, the courthouse was packed and all eyes were on the parents of 7-month-old Emmanuel Harrow. Jake and Rebecca Harrow appeared in court stating their innocence. Questions remain unanswered. What happened to Emmanuel? Where is he now? How will the investigation progress in the coming days and weeks? Here on Agent Tim channel, we are committed to bringing you every detail of this high-profile case, minute by minute, fact by fact, from courtroom proceedings to community reactions, from legal filings to advocacy efforts. Nothing will be missed. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tell us where you are watching from and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your engagement ensures you never miss a key development. Stay with us as we take you inside the courtroom, examine the statements made, and explore what could happen next in this ongoing investigation. Every detail matters, and the story continues to unfold. The morning sun highlighted the courthouse steps as Jake and Rebecca Harrow arrived with their attorneys. Jake appeared focused while Rebecca maintained a calm demeanor. Their arrival drew attention from everyone present. Inside, the courtroom was filled with reporters, photographers, and volunteers from Emmanuel's Law, a child advocacy organization. Cameras flashed, microphones hovered, and notes were taken carefully, capturing every detail. The judge called the session to order, officially beginning a settlement conference, a key stage in the ongoing legal process. Every glance, movement, and word was closely observed as the public and media watched intently. Outside the courthouse, community members gathered, demonstrating interest in transparency, accountability, and careful monitoring of the proceedings. During the session, Jake and Rebecca Harrow formally entered their plea of guilty. "We are innocent," they stated clearly, their voices calm and deliberate. The courtroom paused as the statement was acknowledged by the judge, noted by reporters, and observed by the public. Prosecutors explained that the investigation into Emmanuel's disappearance occurring between August 5th and August 14th is ongoing. Despite extensive searches, Emmanuel has not yet been located. This uncertainty leaves many questions unanswered and the public eager for updates. The Harrow's plea established a starting point for further hearings and legal discussions, emphasizing that additional updates and evidence will be presented as the case progresses. The hearing intensified when the judge issued a protective order, ensuring all parties involved are safeguarded. Defense attorneys discussed the order with the court, highlighting its significance. Outside, volunteers from Emmanuel's Law gathered signatures for a child protection initiative. Their engagement reflected community support and underscored the importance of transparency in the legal process. Reporters documented each statement and motion, emphasizing the court's commitment to fairness. The combination of courtroom proceedings and public advocacy highlighted the significance of the case and kept the public closely engaged. Even after hours of discussion, many questions remain. Where is Emmanuel? What events occurred in the days leading to his disappearance? How will investigators proceed to gather more information? The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, leading the investigation, confirmed that there are no new updates at this time. The Harrow statements continue to be reviewed by the media and the public each day. Without new information increases curiosity and anticipation among viewers. The ongoing legal proceedings, filings, and community responses show this is a complex situation requiring careful attention. The legal process continues. Jake and Rebecca Harrow are scheduled to appear in court again today, September 17th. Key upcoming dates include October 16th for the next settlement conference and October 28th for the preliminary hearing. Each court session is an opportunity for additional updates, statements, and clarifications. Legal proceedings are being closely followed by the public, reflecting a strong interest in the case. Stay tuned to Agent Tim channel for real-time updates. Every motion, statement, and development will be covered. The story is far from over, and every detail could provide insight into the ongoing investigation. As today's court session begins, anticipation grows both inside and outside the courthouse. Legal teams are prepared, court staff are organizing documents, and the public waits for any new information. Yesterday's hearing left many questions unanswered. Today's session could provide additional details, helping clarify aspects of the investigation. Every statement, motion, and discussion in the courtroom may offer insight into the ongoing case. Outside, community volunteers continue to advocate for child protection and transparency. Their dedication underscores the public's engagement and emphasizes the importance of monitoring court proceedings closely. As the session unfolds, all eyes remain on Riverside County, whose developments or clarifications could emerge at any moment. Here on Agent Tim Channel, we want to hear from you. Comment below and tell us where you are watching from. Share your thoughts about the case and let us know what you expect from today's court session. Your engagement helps shape our coverage and keeps all viewers informed. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated. Every development, statement, and update will be covered here, keeping you fully informed as this high-profile case progresses. The story continues, and we will follow every moment, providing detailed, real-time updates. This timeline is essential because it sets the factual scaffolding around which Robinson's confession must be evaluated. So how should the public approach his words? With caution and with scrutiny. Confessions can be truthful, partial, or strategic. In this case, Robinson's claims dovetail with one possible truth, that influence played a real role, but they also stand in tension with clear evidence prosecutors have gathered. The jury of public opinion must not substitute speculation for verifiable fact. That task belongs to the courts, to investigators, and ultimately to forensic analysis and corroborating testimony. Yet, we cannot ignore the human element. Robinson's voice, after weeks of silence, gives the grieving family and the public something to examine, something to respond to, and something that might change the legal pathway ahead. While the legal proceedings move forward, the potential ripple effects remain large. If investigators find evidence that corroborates Robinson's claim of outside influence, evidence that shows persuasion, direction, or coordination, then additional charges could follow and the scope of the case could expand well beyond one defendant. If investigators fail to turn up corroboration, Robinson's words could be seen as an attempt to shift blame. Both outcomes carry deep consequences for the family, for the community, and for the national conversation about influence and responsibility. Every lead must be followed, every communication analyzed, and every possible connection tested against the facts. That's the work ahead for prosecutors and investigators, and for the criminal justice system that must weigh intent against influence. It is also worth noting how this public moment has already influenced behavior elsewhere. In the days since the incident and the ensuing revelations, law enforcement agencies have had to monitor potential copycat threats and related harassment, and officials have moved to secure events and public figures connected with the case. Media organizations and social platforms are grappling with how to report responsibly without amplifying rumors or endangering safety. And families on all sides are bracing for a long legal process in which the danger of misinformation is very real. The confession adds urgency to all of this because it suggests the need for a broader, more careful investigation. One that looks not only for direct orders, but for the quieter forms of persuasion that can steer people toward violence. Looking ahead, the trial will revolve around two competing narratives: the evidence prosecutors have compiled and the version Robinson has provided. The physical and digital traces, messages, notes, items found, and the timeline investigators have established will be presented in court. So too will Robinson's own words and the context in which he made them. The judge and ultimately a jury will have to weigh those elements. Did outside influence bear sufficient weight to reduce culpability, or do the preparations and the materials point to deliberate individual intent? The stakes are high, including the possibility that prosecutors will seek the maximum penalties available under state law. That legal reality adds another layer of consequence to every new piece of evidence, every corroborated message, and every witness testimony that emerges. Today, as the public continues to parse the confession, one fact remains constant. Charlie Kirk's death is a wound for many people, family, friends, and a community that must now live with both loss and uncertainty. Tyler Robinson's confession has broken the silence. And while it provides a new narrative, it also creates new demands for thorough,